Hello, welcome, and today we're going to be doing a full Scythe guide, all the combos, strings, and everything you need to get started on playing Scythe. And if you've been playing Scythe for a while, this is still going to be a useful guide to you, because it might teach you some strings you don't already know. We'll go over some basic things about just how the weapon functions, and you can play along with me as in training room as I do and show these things, because Scythe is the hardest weapon in the game, in my opinion. And honestly, it has so many, it's so much fun, it has so many different options, and we're going to be going through them. We're going to start out with a basic overview of all the moves, then we're going to go into some strings and combos and things you need to just play the weapon the best as possible and hopefully get you started on playing Scythe. So first of all, we're going to go and talk about all the moves and what they're used for. We'll start with Neutral Light, and this is just one of Scythe's best moves. It's just a forward hit, but it hits really high as well, and it comes out really quickly in like 6 frames, and it pops up, does 13 damage, and allows them to, to string off it and do other things off it. Then we have Sidelight, which is just a sweep in front of you, which is also really quick, does 11 damage, and this is the thing about Scythe, it's got active input. Now if I hold forward as I do this, you see how this is a different move. They're both Sidelight, but if I hold it, you get a different move. Now this is something that kills and knocks back really far away. If I put them really high, dark red, it will kill probably. There you go. And then if you do Sidelight without holding, it always knocks them up this exact same amount, no matter what percentage they are. So obviously that's your combo starter. And that is just a forward sweep in front of you. Not much range, but very quick and quite hard to punish. You can jump out of it quite, or you can dodge quite soon afterwards. Then you have Downlight, which is your big ranged hit, which is also a really, really useful move. Now this moves your character forward as you do it, and it has what we call a dead zone. So if I'm here and I D-light, it doesn't hit, even though, it looks like it might. It's because it only hits where the actual Scythe is, and I'm going to try and show that to you now. If I go back through the frames, it only hits where the hitbox is only this, which is where the actual Scythe is. So, as you can see, it's hard to hit. But this has 2 forms. Downlight, where you flick them up, which is the same no matter what damage they're on, it always does that. And they kick away, which also kills. If I put them at very high percentage, we'll do 200 again. It will probably kick them away and possibly kill them. There you go. Whereas if you do Downlight without holding forward, then it hits them at exact same. So obviously now you've got 2 grounded kill options. They don't kill the earliest, but they do kill. And you have 3 combo styles on the ground, string styles on the ground. You're going to see what I mean by Scythe is a fun weapon to play. Now you've got Neutral Air. Neutral Air is a hit. It does kill eventually, and it hits grounded as well. Some things you need to know, like if you hit the perfect it used to hit grounded as well. Oh, there we go, did it. Hits grounded as well, but I wouldn't recommend using it on the ground. And this is another one of your just aerial moves, and as you can see, I can turn them around. Now if you hold backwards, you can turn them around, or you can hit them up. Both of these have force, but the one that turns them back will never ever really kill. It has like a bit of variable force, so I can't combo off it at 8%. And then the Neutral Air normally hits them quite far away and kills, but very late. You're getting the point. Everything kills very late, but you also have a lot of combo starts. Now you have Scythe, which has no active input, and it's just a sweep in front of you, which is very quick, but to the detriment of the move in a way. If you think about sweeping down and landing a Scythe with axe, you can't really do that on Scythe because it's so quick. And on top of that, it has a dead zone. It doesn't hit on top of you. It just hits on the outside swing of the Scythe. As you can see, I'm not hitting him at all. I think it won't hit here either, yeah. But there you go. It does 15 damage and hits them away. And this move does kill, and not too late. Not early, but it definitely doesn't take too long. If you're out on the side, which is mainly where you're going to be using it, it will kill quite early. It's quite an good move. You also have Dare, which is a kind of a grab move. You grab them and can pull them, and whichever way you turn around, they will go. So you want to push them forward, yeah. So you want to push them backwards, yeah, backwards again. And this is a very, very, very good move. And falling Dare is honestly one of Scythe's best options, especially when you're new. Being above them and falling down and daring on them. Yeah, that is all of the basic moves for Scythe. I feel like I'm missing something. We have side air, dare, neutral air. Oh, recovery and ground pound. So you've got your ground pound, which is your goes down, hits them straight down like a spike. And this, as you can see, has an activation hitbox where it will automatically activate if you get near enough. But if you let go, it has more range. So I prefer, if someone's under you, you need to let go before you see. Look, I can hold it, but if I let go at the right time, I can get a further range. And that is a very good move off stage. Let me get him off stage quickly. Okay, being very bad here, but you get the point. It kills late. It's like every other ground pound in the entire game. Kills late, hits straight down. And then you have recovery, which is, again, one of Scythe's best moves. You grab them and kind of throw them. This does kill as well. Kills off the side, and you can chain it into other things, you know. Very good move. One of Scythe's best moves. Yeah, there you go. Killing quite relatively early. And this is when you start to realize about Scythe, kind of how the entire kit just strings together. And you can take your opponent like where you want to take them, depending on where you are on the stage. From all the way out here, I could turn them around because I want to carry on my string. Or if I'm out here, if I'm on the wrong side of them, I could turn them back around to the edge of the stage. So stage control, people are really good at it. It matters less on Scythe because you can turn them around and instantly take it back. But yeah, we're going to go through some basic strings that you guys will need to know for just normal reads. The most common dodges are down, in, and neutral dodge or spot dodge. And we'll go through the dodge. We'll go through the dodge reads for all the best dodge reads and the really good dodge reads for all of the main combos. This is going to get you started, or main starters. So we'll do side light. If they dodge, you can neutral light them and then do whatever you want afterwards. Like as you can see, you just wait for the dodge, neutral light, and then you can do kind of whatever you want depending on what sort of player you are. Some people, after landing side light with neutral dodge, like to go into dare. I like to just, after side light, I like to go into neutral light nair because I feel like putting them up in the air puts them at such a disadvantage that that's my go-to, and I find it pretty easy to do. I think you guys should all be able to do that. And you can do Sarah down light, but that's a bit harder because you have a graph cancel. You can do, dare, Sarah, D light, which it also works. And as you can see, he's dodging straight away, so he doesn't have his dodge. And for down, the reason I like my read is because it works the same for down. If they dodge down, you can do the, I don't know why is that. You can do the exact same thing that I showed you there. Let's see. So side light, he dodged down, you neutral light him, and nair him, nice and easy. And for in dodge, it's pretty easy. You do the same thing. You just turn your character around. Oh, that's the wrong way. You do the same thing. You just turn your character around. That's why you can go all the way up there. You can go for a second read. So don't remember having like one read isn't always like, you know, one read isn't like the extent of what you can do. You know, if someone dodges away, you can catch the dodge and carry on the string. Ooh, I'll show you that. And you get the second dodge. So like you're going here, and then they dodge again, and you carry on. Like you get the point. On Scythe it never really has to end, and that's why it's so good because everything's got very, very low force. But you can same for down dodge, and we'll just cover these because they're the most common. And if it's away, you do the same thing. You kind of just chase them and neutral light them, and that's it for neutral light. But for side light, but for neutral light it's different because it puts them a bit higher. So that part that doesn't always hit, and they can jump out of it. So what I recommend doing is jumping and gravity cancel neutral lighting, and this can lead to a really, really good string, which is this. So if you didn't see what I did there, we're going to go back and I'll show you. I would recommend learning this. I've made it because it's the highest damage you can possibly get. We'll do it now. So after you neutralize them and they dodge in or anywhere really, with this read you can catch all of them depending if you turn around or don't. You gravity cancel neutral light into a recovery straight away. Then you dare them. You chase dodge dare. You turn the dare around, and then you side air them, and that's the finished combo. And that does a lot of damage. And that works for away dodge as well. You just have to dash to them before you grav cancel, like you can see there. Exact same principle. Works for spot dodge. And honestly, you only need one read for every single like dodge or weapon really, because you can normally do them all. You don't get overcomplicated with it, okay? Learn your one read for each move, and then carry on just learning the basics of Scythe. Yeah, see, exact same thing, can do the same combo. We'll do downlight, which is again the exact same thing. The GC neutral light into the down air side light. These are like some of the best reads you can do, and they're quite safe. Okay, if we just have my dodge, there we go. It doesn't have to be the end, you know, you can carry on stringing them, and that's the point of Scythe. So then after that, we have the read for dare, because you're going to be hitting a lot of dares, and it's the exact same thing. So I'm just teaching you, you know, because you could learn more than one, but honestly, learning that one combo is enough to keep going. It works at low percentages, but not mid percentages. For middle percentages, or anything which won't kill, you want to do anything that gets them away from the stage. So if you dare them at like 100%, which is about the middle, or 100 damage, orange, if you dare them, they're going to go a bit further, but you can still read, and you hit neutral light, recovery all the time, for every read pretty much. Neutral light, recovery, okay, because it always confirms from literally anything, and it gets you stop stage control and does enough damage to warrant the risk of going for the read. Okay, give me a second. There you go. Very good. You have to jump recovery sometimes to make sure they can't jump out of it. But this is really, really good. And that's a good start to Scythe. And your kill as well, your kill confirm. If you're not landing, if it's really late percentages, you can do D-Light, Sir, neutral air recovery, which is a really good one. Or just anything with recovery, because recovery of all of Scythe's options on stage kills the best. You know, that's killing quite early. It's quite hard to land sometimes, but if you can get it done, it's the best kill confirm. See, now won't kill there, and even then, recovery kill earlier. But now we're going to go to Scythe's strength, which is off stage play, and we're gonna be showing you how good Scythe is off stage, right? So obviously, dare, look how far down that sends, and then you can edge guard from there. We need timed, not when grounded. So obviously you can dare, and then you can keep them off the stage, because no matter where you are, you can fling them back. And that's Scythe's. If you're not an off-stage player, I wouldn't recommend playing Scythe. If we maybe get them further off stage, you can, or less damage off stage, you can literally chain them off stage for so long and keep them down there. Like, you never have to. You can keep them off stage the entire game, because you can turn them around. Even if they get on the inside of you, like I'll demonstrate now, you can get on the inside of them. Look, he's there. He's nearer the stage than me. I can just turn him around when he's on nearer the stage than me. And yeah, that is what Scythe is strong at and what Scythe is good at. The kill confirms and the reads, and we'll show a few more from different positions. So yeah, 100 damage. Again, I've showed you. It sounds like an easy weapon, but the hard part is getting the read and reading them. That's what you're mainly going to be struggling with. When you try and get a read in this game, every time you do it, you risk yourself, because you can't really react ever to a dodge. Unless you're like, especially at an early level, like now you can react to a dodge eventually, but you won't get the same damage. But obviously, if they're dodging like that, you always want to go for N light into recovery, or D light into recovery. It depends what is best and how near they are to you. Side light recovery also works, or when they don't have a dodge, but that one is a lot harder. As you can see, you want to end with all your strings with something that hits them far away. Recovery, nair, ser, or D-light. The kick away on D-light works. But the hardest thing is Scythe doesn't really have any true combos, so you have to really be the better player. You can't rely on crutch true combos, which kill. You have to really go for the reads, and if you're not killing someone, if you're not getting those reads, you're gonna find it really hard to kill someone. I think that's kind of it for a basic Scythe guide. Other than that, we'll talk about what not to do on Scythe. And what not to do on Scythe is go for the attack straight away. If they keep dodging straight away, there's no point in just messing up. See, if I attack straight away after, or try and do any of the combos that I just did, it doesn't work. You want to wait for the dodge on Scythe, because on Scythe, dodge, playing against the person who dodges every time can be so frustrating. And if you wait, you can get so much. I've got to talk about SIGs, but it's different for every character. Obviously, my end ticket's above me, so I can use it to get reads above me, and my down ticket's next to me, so I can use it to get next to me. You can pick it out with every character. It's really easy. You can just wait and sig them, which is very, very, very good. We'll talk about the best legends, and more of what not to do is just spamming attack everywhere. The Scythe doesn't have that high damage, and it's not like the fastest weapon like guitars. So if you just mash your keyboard, keep spamming and attacking, you're just gonna lose the game. So you got to try and get the first hit, wait for the dodge, and then start attacking them again, and then start being in where Scythe's so good when an enemy has no dodge at all. When it's the best weapon in the game. When your enemy has no dodge and is on like mid%, no weapon can string you as much because of the way the force works. Like you can keep going again, like when you play against when you're a Scythe player, because no matter how high percentage they are, you have moves which don't even knock them back at all. As you can see, he's literally dark red, and I'm not hitting him back at all. So you can always string. It's the most flashy combo weapon. You just seen all the pros play it when they're trying to be flashy. Amazing, and I would recommend picking it up because you're going to have a blast with this game if you do. Scythe is my main weapon. I have a bunch of videos on it, and I would recommend checking some of that out. Just me play in general. You see me use all the combos. I use a lot. And yeah, that's it. Other than telling you what Scythe characters to play. So the best Scythe character who I would always recommend people playing is Mordex, because Mordex has been good for years now. He's won tournaments, he can do it, he's proven himself at all levels. And then Fate as well. Fate's really strong right now. Fate and Mordex are probably the best two. Moonin's also good, very good SIGs if you like both. But whatever character you like, all the Scythe legends, other than Jiro, who's getting better, and I main him because I just really like his gameplay, are really good. It's just because his stats are bad. But other than that, all the Scythe legends are good. You got Mirage, Nyx is really good, Mordex, Artemis, Jiro, they're all such good legends. Fate, Moonin, and Volkov is good, but he's probably the least played one. These are all amazing legends, and I would recommend playing them all. Just any weapon, secondary weapon that you already know, or if you don't know any weapons, I recommend playing Mordex. He's one of the hardest legends in the game. Or Mirage. Mirage's spear works so well with Scythe. Her stats are fun and her SIGs are really cool. Anyway, that's it for this video. If you enjoyed, please subscribe. There's going to be two... Right now, there's going to be two videos on your screen, which will probably be both Scythe related, and I would click them, I would watch them. They are very, very good videos. Maybe they're a guide, maybe it's a gameplay video. I might put my Mordex guide up there, so I recommend you to go to any of those. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. I hope you have a good day, and yeah, make sure to subscribe and tune in to more of my videos. Laters.